And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26.
They toss to Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a toss right, Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, check. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Falcons 14, Saints 7. Will Lutz. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready. Check right. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he spins away. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. He's going to sling this. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Over. Kill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Falcons take over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
21. Slam. Check three.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 22. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Ryan to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, South.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Bang, 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 bang. 39. Hey, South. 39. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking for Ridley again. But now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get some penetration here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Sanu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Touchdown, defense.
Throwing again. Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Go. Hey, my 7.
On 4th down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints 14.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. So after that 4th down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them. They only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brees. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, 25.
47. All day, just like that. Just like that. Switch it. Come on.
51, down. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Hey, Charlie.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Check.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Freeman again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
11. Topper. 51, sub. Hey, Alpha.
Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 35 yards. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and now it's second down.
5-9. I know he ain't got it. 13.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
To throw is Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Breeze. Off to Thomas on the left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Connects with Sanu right side. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, 25! Hey, Tuesday.
I got you.
Ryan wants to throw it. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
20! Wait!
47's the mark.
Bravo!
Check, 47.
To try again after the sack. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
You gonna see me and you're not me. Wait.
From the gun, Ryan. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. To Vecchio to add the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Falcons 45, Saints 14. To kick off for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here.